what's up, everybody? How are you doing? And now we are talking about the pandemic coronavirus only around the whole in Japan, but also in other Asian country as well. And we're afraid, but I got a new information. Actually, that virus was come from the research factory in China for the virus terror. Do you understand? That was Velos came from Canada or other country, I don't know, but it's come from, and then they were trying to research or they prepare for some case that they want to explore it and they want to kill a lot of people because virus terror, and I mean the killing virus is just for killing the people, right? And they just I don't know, in plan intensity or not. It doesn't matter because they are what they're doing is actually spread it out and killing a lot of people already. But at the first, their own country's people, and especially weaker people who cannot protect themselves body by themselves power, then it's older guy or maybe even the child. Do you understand? So that's really dangerous, and what they are doing is by themselves killing themselves, and that they are, it's of course impact to the economy in the negative way. So I think what they're doing is nonsense. Okay, even if I give the chance to explain what they are trying to do or supposed to do, for which purpose, even they try to do it, they cannot have it if they don't have enough skill to control it. When you want to give some technology or the I don't know the copyrights anything, you have to know if they can handle it. Otherwise, you know, March 11, we had some bad, terrible things for nuclear. The 11th is really bad idea. We didn't have enough people to control it, right? And that's the velos in China is the same thing. Okay, if you want to keep or have it, you have to know and learn a lot of knowledge is how you control. That's I have to say to Japan and or even China and every country. That's not the same level with the Japanese one and the Chinese one, but it's actually the same thing that they cannot have control it, and they um, even they try to hide it. At the first anyway, the journalist try to open that is happening, start to happening when it's started. Uh, Chinese government arrested that journalist not to open that information, and as a result, you see that now, and that's I don't know what is idea. I mean, of course, if they keep secret, it's gonna explore more and more. Then opening the information that mean is that really seriously just an accident? We have to know what the purpose to hide and arrest it to close, shut down those informations. It's not a pandemic you cannot control. It's what you have to open it, and then it's gonna be nothing. Just few people just affected, and they can go to the hospital very carefully, and how it's dangerous. You have to treat like this. Those information just held them, but they didn't do it. That means it's not impossible. I mean, some of the percentage is true to say that intensity was occurred and explored. I mean, should be some plan or something. I don't know if they want to kill weaker people like older guys or the people who just use their benefit from the country. They don't earn so much money. I don't know. For economy point of view, it's possible it happen. They try to kill those weak and older people. I don't know. It's I cannot say that, but just a limited percentage. It's possible it happen. And then we have to know what they are trying to do. I don't know, but people, even for the weaker on the people who doesn't have enough energy for their body, maybe some important people like they're a researcher. They are just like researcher for the university student. I don't know, university teacher. They try. I mean, they can um, find other uh, great idea in Japan. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, um, every day we get strange information from China. They try to hide it, and it's always happened. And it's 10 times more danger than SARS. They say uh, it should be some various wise research and planned to keep that it couldn't be. That's why they are, some of the people just brought it out from that uh, building. It should be very protected. If you want to research the valves, it's very dangerous. Then it should be very carefully protected, not to bring it out. But it was. That mean they are not really serious, and they don't know how it's dangerous, and they don't know how to manage it. How they have to be arrested. I mean, arrested people shouldn't be the generous to open that information, the reality what is, and they arrest those people, but they don't arrest the people who just bring it out. I don't know. That mean it's very dangerous, right? Now we have to talk how it's gonna be spread more and more and dangerous, and how they're easy to kill the human, and it's more than before. We were not too serious about it. I guess I was not too serious about it, but I was affected, I guess. Because when I come back from another country, my Japanese New Year, which is the same with the US one, and then after 1 month of that normal New Year's days of January 1st, then we have a Chinese New Year's, and then I was sure, kind of sure, that some of the people was really coping really bad way, like extreme strange way, and I needed to take like a 2 hours fast, and I ran into to get in the same place, and as all the window was closed and the only air condition was working, but that's not enough for, you know, avoiding those dangerous air, dirty air. Somebody cough like strangely 100 times for 10 minutes, coughing very very heavy. Then I was like wearing the mask and he was not, and I also wear my jacket on my face because I wanted a stronger mask because they are coughing this ridiculously crazy one. So I ask. I wanted to ask to the people just try to wear the mask, but I didn't want to fight with them, and it was not some news like this. Is was not something serious else is in this world, but I felt it was not just influenza or just a cold. No, it was very heavy cough, and I was so crazy. And then people just don't, complain about that customer that riding the bus and not wearing anything and coughing, just coughing really hard again and again. I couldn't even sleep. You know what I mean? So that's after a few days of the, I don't know, 1 day of that taking the bus, I got a very heavy dry cough as well. It's exactly the same with that I heard in the bus. I did it. I needed to and fed a lot. And I couldn't breathe anyway. And I cannot speak like this. I was like, when I breathe my new air, I just cough. I cannot breathe deep inside. I cannot put my air in my body deeply. Just little surface, only here. I breathe here, only here. When you breathe normally here, right? You normally breathe is if this is this level, and this is for the physical. Now I can do, yeah, but I could breathe only this surface like this. If I go like this, so it was really drying, and I had no fever. I mean, I had no hit anything in my body, so I was not like, okay, I'm gonna die. No, but I feel like only here was like almost die, and then I always like close my nose and ear. Yeah, I couldn't hear anything from outside actually after that effect. And I complained to the bus company and please find who that is and why he didn't whether even mask or even try to cough like this or not. That's it. And I asked to the company, but the bus company told me like we take people's information privacy very important, so try we don't try to search for ourselves purpose only. I mean, I'm not asking to give his information to me. I said I don't need it, but please find it by yourself as a company and share the information with necessary places such as airport or something. Otherwise, you're gonna get a very heavy problem. Otherwise, in the future, a lot of people knew for the Chinese New Year they will come, and you cannot control, so you have to do it. I told you. I told them, and they said no, we don't do it. And now, that coronavirus is becoming the danger next level of the dangerous things, and then they actually now, as a law, can do it all the things like they can bring other people who wonder or doubt to be affected. They can bring it to the hospital now, so it's more stronger now. But I guess I imagine even in this situation, the best will not do it because they are lazy actually. The older guys have an important position in the bus, which is a traditional company, especially in Japan. Traditional company, even in Japan. Okay, how is traditional? They are not doing it because they are lazy and they don't want to change anything. They are taking it too easy, and they're not their job. They think. And I complain to them. Oh, I hope you guys trust the people who get too old, more than 60 or so on. I'm not talking about the age, but I'm talking about the people who don't change any mind. That one customer affected a very heavy sick because of that, and you even didn't tell him to ask like are you okay or anything. They didn't say that at all because they wanted to avoid the fighting between the driver and the customer. They said to answer to me, don't worry, just ask it, okay? I know a lot of Japanese just be asked are you okay, it's taking their self take that mean as starting fighting, but they'll be just asked, "Are you okay?" Then you just say, "Okay," or "Oh, I have to go out now," or whatever. They just respond normally. That the original feeling of Japanese is a little bit hysteric. So I'm just showing the calm and just be polite, very silent and very standing people, patient a lot. But actually, deep inside is very historic. That's why they have to be very polite to everybody. Do you understand? Yes. The reason why they are polite because they get mad, angry from the customer side especially very easily. That's why they have to be polite. And both have to be polite, but that's rule in Japan. Otherwise, they're gonna fight like a crazy fight. You know what I mean? So actually, that is more scary that you see the Japanese people is polite, and when you visit Japan, oh, everybody was fine, very nice. Well, but they have to be, otherwise they're gonna be killed. You know what I mean? That's Japan. So I'm asking them not to give them my information that but they even couldn't find their information. I don't know it's official announcement or they are actually searching the who that is, but they told me they don't try to find who that is or the things, but they have to do now. The law has changed, the level is up, and I'm sure that I was right. Anyway, that things is getting worse and worse, and I know how it's dangerous and how it's feeling hell that I cannot hear anything. It's affecting from here to here. It's very strong. So be careful when you visit Japan or please counsel right now to visit to around here, like China especially. The amount of affected people in China is not comparable in Japan, because the one person affected that one in Japan is come from China. I mean Chinese person. So as I know now, I have nobody that Japanese people affected. Chinese people live in Japan affected. Only one person now, but I don't know the, the true amount. And because I don't go every hospital every day. So you have to be careful anyway. You can visit Japan, but be careful, and then you don't need to visit China. I mean, you cannot visit to Bhutan, so you have to, that's not much as uh, you don't talk. You have to talk about this. Now, French in every country, they're going. I can see that's more and more people will take it badly, and that you have to, you know, just avoid those situations that you don't go anywhere. Too much people, and protect yourself by yourself anyway. So, see you guys. I tell you some news if I had it. Okay.